Okay, whoa.
Solomon?
Alright, there he is.
Wait, you streaming?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
This one's called the Merc. You don't want to play Wesker?
The two characters that never got to meet each other.
Oh, what is the Samurai's Edge?
I am this. What is it? Remember Solomon?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think Rebecca Chambers has the greatest loadout. In my opinion, for all of mercenaries in this entire game.
I am this. Right, Solomon?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh lord. Okay. Alright. Inventory is. Oh, we don't have a pistol or pistol ammo. Okay, well. Oh, shitty dick titties. We're gonna knock him off.
Need help?
No. To discard this pistol ammo though. Oh shit! Yeah! I am this. It's just a damn shame I can't. Alright, now we need to go find those time capsule things. I don't like this map. I like the map we played yesterday. That was a pretty fun one. I hated this part of the story, right? Where we had to fucking dodge those laser things.
The only part that's worse than this, I think, is the part with
I thought the liquors were atrocious.
the no, the tank. Where are you?
I'm outside here.
I have. What is this? I love what it says.
There's some rifle ammo for you if you want it. Found another time capsule. 30 seconds. Not bad, not good. Shit. How about 30 seconds? Yeah, I wish I could. But Rebecca's like special attacks aren't the best in the game, as you know, but at the same time they're really good, but they're not like the best. I think Wesker has the best special attacks because they're just so powerful. But they give Wesker so much shit though, man. That like pistols really, like in my opinion, dog, they should have gave him like, I don't know, like a machine pistol, a shotgun of some kind maybe. So something to like seriously, dude, a pistol, dog. That's incredible. Give him more ammo. pistol, man. Make it more versatile. Rebecca has the best loadout, man. A shotgun and an SMG. And so much ammo for both. I mean, like, this build or this character loadout is so viable on so many different levels. It's really hard to match this because, like, only a few characters have good enough loadouts to really compare, but at the same time, ooh, 90 seconds. Time to get those combos in. Good?
Yeah. Good shit.
Well, I don't know. I guess I gave Albert Wesker grenades. I guess you truly can't argue with that because then again, like, I don't know. Like I said, I find Rebecca Chambers' loadout to be one of the best. Ah, there we go. 60 seconds. Oh, fuck me. Hate these little annoying ass
How you
things.
gonna play yourself? I think
Their damn gun is have a fan button.
I switched pass undeniable. So I switched.
You good? Need help? Where are you? Okay. Fuck me.
I died from a stupid point an arrow. I wish we would have killed that enemy too. She actually says that? It's like so unlike her character to scream like that.
I know.
Even they had to get the original voice actresses for that. I actually see that thing.
I don't know, bro. In my opinion, bro, look at this.
Like
Look at this though, dude. Look at this though. Rebecca does have the best fucking loadout. 2 aid sprays, 2 sets of ammunition for both shotgun and SMG, dog. That's OP. Though the only problem is she only has 1 spare inventory space, but if you just pick up an ammo for either or, I recommend the shotgun. Jill has a better MP5 because hers holds, I think, 150 rounds, yeah. She also has 1 flashbang. I don't like the battle suit Jill. The blonde Jill, I hate that loadout, dog. She has the worst loadout, in my opinion. If not for the grenade, it would be the worst. Albert Wesker. Alright, now I'm gonna go get me some more tissues, dog. My nose is starting to run because of my allergies. I'll be right back. Mom. I'm back. Dominic?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, yeah, my bad.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. Why? Oh, you're gonna be Albert Wesker stars?
Praiseworthy. Remember?
Praiseworthy.
I'm in a chopper headed to your position now.
I like his loadout. I think Stars
Is one of the better loadouts, the best Albert loadout. Hey, his regular loadout kind of sucks, though they do give him a Magnum, which is comprehensible, but he does get the Hydra. But you have to admit though, he does have the best, like, special ability attacks. And it'll be in your best interest to assist me.
It is in your best interest to assist me.
Ah. I wish Hunk was a character, dog. Hunk isn't an RE6 or RE5, which pisses me off. Yeah, he would be the best loadout, I'd imagine. He'd rock the TMP as usual.
They didn't even end him at 6, right? They added some like whack ass.
His name is Agent, and he's not even a hunk. He's just some random guy in tactical armor. Fuck. Did I die? No. That's fine. Nice to know. Here, grab this. That's what I'm saying. I hate this fucking map. Which one's gonna die? You got him? Ancient runs. Yeah, with the fucking, Don't worry, I died on purpose. We'll pick a better map. I like the map Village and the missile silo. Do you know the really hard map Prison? Nah,
what about Resident Evil Village?
I can't wait to play Mercenaries on that game. I'm glad they're... Fucking... What's it called? Have you seen Family Guy? When they go to Italy and Stewie turns Italian and he says, "Okay, we're turning Italian. Let's kill. Time to go kill our brothers." And then he starts to strangle Chris and he says, "You're breaking my heart, Chris. You're breaking my heart." That's how I felt about Resident Evil 7. You're breaking my heart. Listen to him, bro. Hold on. Chris! Prison. Yeah, this is a tough map. Well, okay. I'll make you a deal. Yo, Dom.
Well, if we're going to be Italian, I guess we should start murdering our brothers. Ready? Break my heart, Chris. Break my heart.
That's how I feel about Resident Evil fucking 6. You still there?
Yeah.
Yo, you gonna start it? Yeah, the star is a Albert Wesker's pretty dope because he's got the Deagle in the Beretta 92. Yo, check this out. Listen.
Well, if we're gonna be Italian, I guess we should start murdering our brothers. Where are you at? Break my heart, Chris. You break my heart.
You're not streaming anymore, are you?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. Why? Oh, is it killing you?
I'm in a chopper headed to your position now. You two will have to work together to defeat as many enemies as possible.
Okay, I see 2 of these fucking things. You gonna be good? This shit's gonna be tough.
I like this map because it gives us good position to start off with. This, and it gives me this, man. I know you like that.
Oh yes, I love it a lot.
And guess what, Solomon? Another one for you. Oh, and Solomon, guess what? He's on the sale.
Got you another one. Good shit, bro. Get some combos, get some combos. No. Oh, good shit, good shit. There we go. This map really is tough.
Well. Holding down L2 and clicking X to load the weapon. You know, I need that option.
Oh yeah, I'm going try hard for this map. Let's try to get an S rank. Alexandria Rojas. Whatever ammo I get goes to you, man. Oh, I found shotgun ammo over here. Right over there. Do I get this minigun if I choose the outfit for New Game Plus? Oh. Infinite minigun? Yeah, dude, this is fucking balls deep. Balls deep inside of Hosley. Yeah, don't forget all that shotgun ammo in there. Don't worry, we got this. Oh, more shotgun ammo, I'll pick it up. And I'll give it to you next time I encounter you. Oh, I need ammo. Hope these 16 shots help. Alright.
Oh, I'm on the white.
Come on!
Why are you full? Which one is it?
don't know where it went.
Might be coming after big old Chris.
Where is it?
Did it despawn? Oh, fuck.
We're gonna get rid of There it is. That's ironic.
Yeah, I know, right? You guys make one hell of a team. Yeah, no, we were a team. And then I betrayed us.
Actually, that's very cool.
Yeah, I was Wesker.
No, I was
Oh, my bad. I was playing Wesker, what, the round before that? Oh, my bad. That probably sounds horrible on stream. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the wonkiest loadout. Barry Burton. Does he have your favorite loadout? Dom?
I'm in a chopper headed to your position now. You two will have to work together to defeat as many enemies as possible.
Question, why does Sheva look over the left shoulder? I don't like that.
What'd you say?
Why does Sheva look over the left shoulder? I don't like that.
They purposely moved you that. This is always right-handed.
So what, Sheva's left-handed?
Yeah, you know the actress who played her had to actually change her whole thing. I have to say the actress who played Trevor took a lot of work to be her, and I had to give her credit for that. But the gameplay just sucked. 2 players. It should have been a 1-player game. I'm sorry. It was originally meant to be a 1-player single-player game, but it's fine. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it wasn't the atrocity of Resident Evil 6. But hey, I got the game for you, brother. The weekend stream.
That's funny as shit. I said to this guy, you know what, you should get Resident Evil 6 back so we can play it, Mercenaries. And he's like, oh, never. I'm never going to get that game back, he says. So he has a change of heart.
Look, I did it
I don't know.
for my brother.
I don't know. Maybe Resident Evil 6 is not as bad as people make it out to be. True, it is the worst Resident Evil game. But
besides,
I disagree. I think the worst Resident Evil game of all time. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Dom. I'd say the worst Resident Evil game of all time would have to be like.
Titles.
Oh, the same, man.
Numbered titles.
I was gonna say Umbrella Corps is pretty bad.
Well, I'm talking about numbered titles that affect the story. Umbrella Corps is just, you knew it was one of those like cash grab games, but when you're playing with a numbered title, you don't fuck with a numbered title. That's what they did. They fucked with a numbered title. I mean, like the acting was horrible. Ada and Leon's acting together were horrible. I mean, the whole clone thing was horrible. Like, the story was so over the top that it was like 5, yes, was over the top, but at least Resident Evil 5 you knew was going to be over the top. When I was seeing trailers for this game, I knew it was going to be an over the top game. But when you saw Resident Evil 6, I was going to think, oh, they're trying, you know, they're trying to get back to their fans, give back. Nah, fuck you guys. I'm going to make you think that it's good, and then we're going to have Leon hesitate to choose president. We're going to have Leon have terrible acting with Ada, and who the fuck is Elena? Where's Claire? Where's Claire? Like, all these things missed. Sherry and Leon coming back with, you know what would have been cool? Claire, Leon, Jill, Chris. Imagine all those characters in a video game, all those dialogues together, with Jake and Sherry. That dialogue would have been fucking awesome, bro. You would have all the main characters from the first 2 games.
You know what, I even think that
Claire.
Hunk should have been a character.
I think he could have worked with Ada. It's like a co-op. That would have actually explained a lot, bro, for Resident Evil 2, because literally Ada went with Hunk, if you didn't remember that. I mean, he is the 4th survivor. Ada was the 5th survivor. Right?
Yeah. No, yeah, oh, sorta. Yeah.
Because you think that she died, but she doesn't. She actually makes it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like that name if you knew how it happened.
Oh yeah, Jessica flirts with Hunk. I just despise that. Fucking,
What about Lady Hunk? You know she was a character that everybody liked because they kept on it?
yeah. Lady Hunk. Awesome.
You like Lady Hunk, bro.
Yeah, favorite female character. Hunk's my favorite character in the entire Resident Evil franchise. Hunk's my favorite male character of the entire Resident Evil franchise.
And then
Hunk's my favorite.
Your second favorite character in the entire Resident Evil.
Well, it gets better. Lady Hunk's my favorite female character in the entire franchise. Hunk's my favorite side character of the entire franchise. Hunk's my favorite mercenaries character in the entire franchise. Hunk's my favorite looking character in the entire franchise. My second favorite character is Lady Hunk.
I don't care what everybody says. Everybody thinks Leon's overrated. Leon's my favorite character. He's not overrated. If anything, Chris is overrated. Leon is not overrated. Leon is underrated. Do you understand?
Okay, hold on, pause. Okay, let's not say he's underrated because let's be honest, Resident Evil 4 is the most overrated game. But it's rightfully so.
It's the best game in the fucking franchise. Fuck anybody who says different. People.
I don't know. I like RE3 a lot, but I think RE4 is better.
RE3 was great, but it's not the best in the franchise. Do you understand? Leon survived an entire village of zombies or not zombies, Gunados, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And it was a single-player game. Everybody says Resident Evil 4 and the fact that no. Resident Evil 5 sort of ruined it, but they should have listened to our complaints. Hey, we didn't want to see 2 players. Okay, Resident Evil 4 made a mistake. That's okay. I don't blame Resident Evil 4 for everything. I blame Resident Evil 5. That game was supposed to right the wrongs of 4, and not right the wrongs of 5. My bad, not 4. But it didn't right the wrongs of 5. It wrote more wrongs instead of rights. It played dumb. You have characters. Like, I mean, you ruined every fucking character in the fucking main game. You understand?
I don't think Dominic, not to cut you off like that.
Every fucking character was ruined.
Including Leon.
And Leon, they even fucked him up. You understand? There were fans of Resident Evil 6 that didn't like, you understand the actors who played in Resident Evil 6, the actors in the game, were fans of the game and they fucked it up? How can you fuck up? I mean, people were telling you we didn't want to have a 2-player Resident Evil game and nobody listened. They did it again. And I don't hate Resident Evil 6. It just was there was so much wrong with it. They could have done so much right with it. They think Resident Evil 5, there was a lot of things they could have done right. The only thing they needed to do right Resident Evil 5 was make it a single-player game. That's the only thing that would have made 5 a lot better. That's it. Resident Evil 6, the story sucked. At least Resident Evil 5, the story was good. The story was great. The acting was there. Yeah, it was over the top, but it was over the top with, like, good. Good over the top. I like seeing Wesker run fast. He did that in Code Veronica. That was cool. I like seeing Chris buff down and big to fight Wesker. Like, of course he's gonna get big like that. He just lost a fight to Code Veronica with Wesker when he's punched him around and shit. Play Resident Evil Code Veronica. Get on my level. Like, no. Resident Evil 6 did everything wrong. You had a weak fucking main character. Simmons is not no Wesker. Simmons sucks. He is the worst fucking villain.
I agree.
He's like a wannabe. He's a wannabe Wesker, and he ain't even good at it. And everybody thought Jake was gonna be a villain. Like, no, he wasn't. Him and Sherry were getting it on. And the one thing that Resident Evil 6 pissed me off, they could have had them fucking kiss, and they can't even do that. They're not even gonna have Sherry and Jake kiss. Why? 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 Stop with the whole thing of you don't need a kiss scene to make a scene good. You need a kiss scene to make a scene good. They liked each other. There was romance.
Could have been romance.
Play. I hate the scenes where they avoid kissing scenes. And Jake, by the way, not staring at Sherry's tits. What the fuck? Yet you look at her from behind when she's not looking at you, but you're not gonna look at her tits. That's a little fucking weird if you ask me.
Let's not get into the whole romance, not romance argument. I personally could care less. Personally, I think
kissing scenes that were needed for that.
I truly think that RE6 where it excels is in the side modes, the non-story based modes. Yes, because it just takes full advantage of the game's like the gameplay.
Well, I'm talking about story, just strictly story.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying where the game excels is not where it's supposed to be excelling. It should be excelling in story.
Story first, then gameplay when it comes to a Resident Evil game. Yeah. This isn't BioShock, where it's gameplay first and story. And guess what? BioShock's fucking story was better than Resident Evil 6. And it wasn't even going for a fucking story-driven game. That's what sucks. Right?
Yeah. Well, here's the problem when you compare Resident Evil 6 to an art like a BioShock. See, BioShock was not meant to be everything it set out to be. It was meant to try something new, and it still excelled at doing such a thing. And you can't compare a game like that to BioShock because you can't. You just can't.
I got a surprise for you, brother.
30 seconds.
I'm not almost there.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it, man. RE7 has a better story than RE6. You can already tell.
The only reason I think at least 6 had the main cast of characters. And I hate saying that because I hated 6. Believe me, I despise.
Yeah?
Despise.
Oh shit.
With a passion.
Hold on.
I only got that game for you, man. I'll be honest with you. I only got that game so I can play with you, and I know you do the same with me when you get a game that I don't, that you wouldn't necessarily be on your top tier. You're good to play with me. I know you do the same thing, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm thinking the things that Resident Evil 6 did right were Sherry, Jake, and that's it. One fucking story, and they couldn't even get that story 100% for me to like it. They copped out the kiss scene. I know you don't like romance, whatever, I don't care. When it comes to romance for me, go for it. Not having them kiss is a dumb, stupid move. You had them having tension, creating, Jake having problems because he didn't have a dad in his life, Albert Wesker, Sherry having problems because her dad was psychotic, Resident Evil 2. Like, you brought all these themes, yet you don't act upon these themes. And then
missed opportunities.
Missed opportunities. Then you have Leon and Ada.
I don't like playing as Sheva. Quick rant. I don't like playing as Sheva. I don't like the camera angle being wonked like that. That's just so autistic.
But what I think is retarded is fucking having Helena in Resident Evil 6. This is your opportunity to bring Claire into the game. She could interact with her brother Chris, and she could interact with Leon. That would be so cool because they kind of interacted in Code Veronica where she sent the email to Leon to help get Chris to Claire. Like, seeing all three of those characters, and then that scene where Leon and Chris are fighting, it would be so much more impactful to see Claire's reaction to the two of them fighting. You know how cool that would have been? And they're seeing the clone Ada, like just all those characters in the same fucking room. Do you understand how mind-blowing Resident Evil fans would have been to see that?
I think it would have been really badass, right? You see, you unlock Ada scenario after you complete all the other scenarios.
Back. I wouldn't even cared. Bring fucking Sheva back.
Bring Sheva back.
I would rather have Sheva than Piers anyway, but I'm not even talking about that. But imagine Jill, Chris, Claire, honestly, Leon in the same fucking room. Do you know how cool that would have been? If all those characters were in that room and they saw and they both Jill and Claire.
Yeah, but they copped out. They copped out for a cheapskate. They removed Barry Burton so that they could do the stupid ass fucking.
Oh yeah, they removed Barry from Resident Evil 5. Did I tell you that? Resident Evil 5, Barry Burton was supposed to be one of the was supposed to be Chris's partner. Did you know that originally?
No, I don't.
It was supposed to be Barry and Chris. Barry and Chris were supposed to look for Jill. That was one of the original story plots. You know how cool that would have been to hear them both talking about Resident Evil 1?
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But what's it called?
And them interacting with Jill, like...
I know, because it would have been so much more impactful to see Barry almost witnessing Jill become a Jill sandwich to getting his ass kicked by fucking evil Jill. Like...
No, but not even just that. I'm talking about Resident Evil 6 specifically now. Because... they saw all the problems in Resident Evil 5, and they did it again.
But worse.
That's why I don't play Resident Evil 5. Because they made a mistake with Resident Evil 5. They made a mistake, and it was the best-selling game. And this mistake was the two-player mode. No matter what anybody says, if Chris was alone, that game would have been 100 times better. You ask any Resident Evil fan.
I agree, but we're talking about what happened, not what could have been.
Okay. And I hate when people are like, Resident Evil 5 because it was an action game. Like,
so if dealing with this assessment properly, I would actually argue that if RE6 swapped the character choices instead of giving each of the old characters a new character. See, I think what Capcom was trying to do was expand the RE universe and create new characters so the next game can include these new characters. The only problem with that is after RE6, we don't hear from Helena. There's no character development with Helena. She has a stupid plot with her sister. and that gets thrown away early on. Like, there's no character development. Well, I think, here's the thing. I think RE6, and you're gonna hate me for this, I think it works on the surface as a game, but as a Resident Evil game, it just doesn't fit the cut, because in reality,
but the gameplay sucks.
It could have worked. It really could have worked.
But the gameplay and the story sucks for me. I'm sorry.
The gameplay for me was an improvement and more advanced than 5. But
I like that over-the-shoulder view. I didn't mind it. It made the game harder. That brought the tension. That's what 5 did. It brought the tension of 4. The one thing it did not do right was the 2-player thing. The story
and
itself
the verses.
was good. The story was good. The players together. Now, the original plot of Resident Evil 5 was Chris looking for Jill alone. Then with the whole, oh, we can't have a white man kill the black zombies, even though they're zombies, it doesn't matter if they're black or white, if a zombie's a zombie, it doesn't matter their color, but whatever. The point is, I'm just saying, it should have stayed. If you're gonna make it a 2-player game, you could have at least put Barry in that game, and had interactions with Chris, talking about the previous games, respect the old games, those are the games that got you to where you're at. Then they said, okay, we're gonna make Resident Evil 6 now. We're gonna listen to the fans. You made it 2-player again. You're already not listening to the fans, so you made it 2 players. Okay, fine, make it 2 players. Leon, Claire, Chris, Jill. Do you understand having those 4 characters in the same fucking room interacting, how impactful the Resident Evil fans would have been? Old and new? Like, it boggles my head how easy they could have made this game work. I wouldn't even give a fuck if the villain was bad.
My question is,
I don't give a fuck about Simmons. The Simmons villain would have been cool if you had the right cast. Just give me the right cast.
The Simmons villain, okay, let me get to that, Dom. See, this is the point I wanted to make you. See, RE6 could have worked if, like I said, the character development was on par. See, because we don't know who Simmons is. If they had alluded to Simmons in the other games and sort of made him up as like a character that's just kind of there, and you just sort of
scenes as Wesker.
Yeah, behind the scenes, right? I think it would have been much cooler if we got like a reference to him in RE5 or whatever. That way we could kind of expect who it should be, but this random guy, for whatever random reason,
you know, I don't know why Wesker was a good villain. Do you understand why? He was referenced in games like Resident Evil 2. He wasn't even a part of that game. He was referenced. And you knew this guy was always in behind the scenes.
And Wesker has a picture of Rebecca Chambers in his desk.
Yeah, which was a little weird, but I understand why he had that. He was looking for Bravos team members, and he had a little crush on her, obviously. You know, she's the youngest member, so he needs to get his package delivered. Anyway, the point is,
he said, what does Wesker say in Revelations?
I don't know. What does he say?
What does he say? In Revelations 2. In raid mode.
Thank you.
No, the other one.
Praiseworthy.
Praiseworthy. Yeah. Praiseworthy. Yeah.
It was kind of cute.
Her basketball.
Like, you know what I mean?
Her basketball. Like her cute basketball outfit is praiseworthy.
She was hot, though. You got to admit, she was hot in that.
Rebecca
but you know what? Why I like that? Resident Evil 2 referenced Wesker without Wesker being in the game. So you knew Wesker was coming back no matter what. The guy came back in Resident Evil 4. You knew he was a background villain that wasn't part of the villain part yet. That's why Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 4 was hinting that Wesker was going to be the main villain of 5. You understand? It was hinting. Wesker was always going to be the villain that we were going to have to kill
that
eventually.
Government left dog Leon.
5 did it. It didn't do it right. It made a mistake. So how do you fix the mistake you made last time? You don't make it 2-player. Okay, you make it 2-player.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a trick question.
You can make it 2-player, but just have the right cast. I can repeat this 100 times to Solomon. If you're gonna do something wrong and you know you're doing it wrong, at least make some of the wrong right. Imagine when Chris and Leon are fighting though. Just imagine that for a second as a fan or not a fan. Not a fan.
Not a fan. Well, then you'd have Jill there too.
No, but do you understand how the action, the reactions of Claire and Jill witnessing Chris and Leon fight? Like, I could just see both those girls stepping in and stopping them. That would be so powerful for a woman to do that, to step in front of the both of them. You want to show really strong, feminine women, like strong women. Have those women step in front of those two men fighting and stop those two fighting. They would have stopped fighting immediately. Seeing Claire, seeing Jill, and then all the men directing. Like, imagine a conversation with Jill and Leon. Like, you don't, like, you can't imagine a conversation with those are like two opposite characters that never interact. Seeing them interact. Oh yeah, you're the guy that saved Claire from this. Oh yeah, Chris, this is Leon, the email you got from this. Oh, like all these references to the previous games that just would have been just little touches of sprinkles that, okay, this game sucks, but at least they sprinkled in these little details. Yeah, they didn't do 100% of what I wanted, but at least they kind of referenced the old game, and they tried to pay homage. You know what would have been
really badass, low-key?
And then Jake and Sherry, Jake seeing Claire. I don't know, it would have been interesting to see Claire's reaction to Jake and
it would have been interesting as shit to see Jill seeing
because
Jake.
Jill hated Wesker. Imagine Jill seeing Wesker's son. Like, I don't know, I would have enjoyed that, how she would have taken, because Chris was shocked to see Jake, so I would have liked to see the original Jill reacting to Jake's son. Like,
I know, and she really, and Jill, honestly, yeah,
Chris always has to be the main character. Why don't we have Jill? She was just as new as Chris was.
She did get her own game, RE3.
True, I know, but I'm just saying.
And
like,
she was also a character in RE1
wouldn't you have liked to see
Revelation.
her reaction to Jake?
I agree. I think that 6 did all the characters dirty, but let's both of us be honest here. Okay. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Hunk? Wouldn't it be awesome to see Hunk?
Okay, yes, Hunk. We can talk about Hunk in a minute. I'm talking about... Don't you understand the interaction Chris and Jill talking about Jake? Oh my god, this is Wesker's son. He could save the universe. And then them talking about the first game with how Wesker, like, betrayed them. Like, they could have had a way more dialogue.
Yeah, I know. It would have been a better. It would have been a slightly better story, or a much better story. Depends on.
No, a much better story, not slightly. 100% better because you.
But it still would have. But it would still have all the flaws that 6 has, except for the story.
I know.
And I think honestly, you know what would have been really dope, bro?
Justice.
You know what would have been really dope?
What?
If they made Simmons like connected to RE5, like if they had put him
RE4, they could have referred him back to RE4 even if they really wanted to go back. There's this secret lab because they always said Wesker was part of this lab with other scientists. Simmons could have been one of those scientists too. They could have referenced him in the Resident Evil remake. If they really wanted to take it back, really far back, they could remake the first game and mention Simmons as one of the scientist labs, and then that would give Resident Evil 6 a lot more justice. I'm giving Capcom fucking ideas right now. I'm telling you though, they could have made Resident Evil 6 100 times better for new fans and old fans and any fans. You bring Claire and Leon into a room, they're gonna talk about, this is why you bring back Chris and Jill and have their campaign and Claire and Leon in their campaign, like together in groups. Because Chris and Jill can reference previous games when they're two together fighting the Mansion incident. Jill can mention how she fought Nemesis.
Well, they could have done this, right? They could have had Barry Burton. You know, if they really wanted to, they could have had Barry Burton and Helena.
Barry Burton could have been like a side character that you reference if they call him on a walkie-talkie or something. Have him like a one-off thing. But I'm talking about...
Yeah, like, you know Claire how, like, what's it called, Hunnigan?
You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm saying, Solomon? How you could have had Claire and Leon talk about previous things that happened to them. Oh yeah, I saw my brother when you helped me get the email to him. Like, I could just see them having so much dialogue. That Resident Evil 6 could have been dialogue, story-driven, heavy shit. And of course they want to give the action. So yeah, put the action in there. Have those fans be happy. But give the story good. At least make the story good. You know, all these people complained about 5 about how they lacked. 5 was a mistake. and they could have made up for it with 6, and instead they made it a bigger mistake. You have Leon hesitating to shoot a zombie. The guy survived villages of Ouroboros, and he's gonna hesitate to shoot a fucking president?
Ouroboros? You mean Las Plagas?
Las Plagas, whatever the fuck it is. The same shit at the end of the day. I'm just saying, Ouroboros is actually more powerful than Las Plagas, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is, yeah, you can bring back Barry, and then you can have Hunk and Ada talk about Resident Evil 2. Yeah, remember how I got the G virus from this? Oh yeah, me and Leon had problems, and that's Leon, and Leon could have interacted with Hunk and Claire. Like, they all could have interacted. Oh my god, are you the soldier that survived from Resident Evil 2? Oh my god.
Well, he worked for Umbrella, though. He worked for the bad guys. So I think it would have been cooler if Hunk had his own story. If he was, like, working for Simmons.
Hunk and Ada together would have been pretty badass, because Ada was always kind of on the bad side, too. She was, like, the character you didn't know if she was good or bad. And Hunk's not really a bad guy. He just does things. He just
works for the bad
He's a mercenary. Like Jake, that would have been a pretty cool interaction. Jake and Hunk.
Jake and Hunk. No, it would have been really cool to see them fight. It would have been really cool to see them fight, bro.
No, not
see
fight,
Hunk counter fucking Jake's Wesker abilities and shit.
Do you remember that part where the clone Ada was working? Like, it would have been cool to say, like, oh, like, remember how they said Jake's mom died or something? Imagine if he died by one of Hunk's men or something like that. Like, give it some backstory. Like, Hunk maybe didn't directly kill Jake's mom, but had something to do with it and got Jake set off.
Kind of like the Operation Nest
Kind of like Billy Cullen.
Kind of like Operation Nest Wrecker, right? Where they.
No, remember how Billy? You remember Resident Evil 0? We can even go back to Resident Evil 0. Remember Billy? Bring him back too. Why don't you? Bring back all these old characters. They could have brought them back in 6.
You could have brought back Carlos.
Make them something.
Because
Carlos world.
Yeah, cruel Carlos. At the end of the day, Carlos did leave us in a cruel, cold, Carlos-less world. I mean, after those games.
Bring back Rebecca. What the fuck? Like, what about Rebecca, the youngest Bravo team? Like, she's never mentioned again. It would have been cool to see her as like a side character like Barry on like the intercom.
And she was in the first and 0. She's in RE1 and RE0.
She had her own game to me. But like, it would have been cool, like. But I really think the interactions with Claire and Leon and Resident Evil 6 would have just made that game 100 times better, and Jill and Chris.
Alright, I'm ready up, man. We've been talking so much.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you think that Jill's about to die in like a scene and she doesn't. Like, it would have brought back the feels of how Resident Evil 5 when you thought Jill was dead and Chris goes out of his way to like feel like, oh my god, she could die at any moment. Like, having that panic every time in Resident Evil 6, like, I don't know, I just would have liked that, for me. I think Jill deserved to be in Resident Evil 6 just as much as Chris. She was there from the beginning.
Well, maybe not be in Chris's scenario, and hear me out on this one.
No, I think together. I think they should have been together, because they were going to make a 2-player game. We both knew that.
Yeah.
We knew they were going to make a 2-player game.
But it was always going to be, Chris and Jill, though. They are always... Exactly.
And Claire and Leon, because both of them were there from the beginning.
To be honest, though, out of all the STARS members, like I said, Rebecca Chambers is my fan favorite. But like I said, I don't know, man. Fucking Jill is my favorite STARS member because of all time. Because, in my opinion, bruh, fucking Jill. I mean, dude, her scenario in RE1 just felt so powerful, man. And besides that, she had her own RE3.
As the character.
From the different. Yeah, but you know what's really funny? Yeah, you're right, because you're in Jill's scenario and I'm in Chris's scenario. That's really funny. But like I said, what do you call it?
You know why they did that, right? They tried to make it the opposite gender to the person. To give it more, you know what I mean? Like, they tried to, I know why they did that on
chemistry.
Purpose. Yeah, that, and like, I feel like Barry was always closer with Chris. So they did that purposely, because if it was Jill and Rebecca, I don't think it would have been as... Because Chris was always like the, you know, like the top STARS member, so they had to have him have like a low rank member. But I think it would have been cool to have them all like survive on the team.
Yeah, but you know what, Rebecca Chambers, fun fact, she is the youngest STARS Bravo team member, and she's also
the youngest STARS member now.
Yeah, I know. But also, dude, you know she's also one of the smartest? You know that she is actually a scientist? or she has a high degree in physics or some shit like that. It would have been really cool to see her in RE6 as like a supporting character. Huh?
She actually survives a bullet from Wesker.
Yeah, dude, it would have been really cool to see how she'd react to Jake, the son of the man who shot her.
All of them.
Yeah, like I said, bro, they should have all banded together to create this elite anti-bio-terrorist. Here's how I would set it up, bro. They all regroup after they go their...
They should have made more than just Simmons. It should have been multiple.
Yeah, like I like how RE7 has not like, one, not two, but 3 or 4 enemies.
Wesker in that room, they should have made it all those scientists as like villains. Like,
they should have had this, you know how like in this game Wesker has that Excella or whatever her name is? Yeah. The Tricell? Yeah. It would have been really badass to see like, imagine if they like subvert your...
villains?
Yeah. Like, what's it called?
I think the original scientists from the first game, see them all come back.
Yeah, Oswald E. Spencer's guys.
You know what I mean? Like, they could have been like, oh yeah, Wesker couldn't finish the job, but we will. You know, like something like that.
Or what's it called? They could have kept him behind the scenes, right, for the whole game, and just be like, that's whatever Wesker was a part of, something bigger than Wesker. In and of itself.
Wesker was just one of our many plans.
Yeah, I know. It would have been really cool to. Yeah.
You know why they had Spencer? I remember you were asked before about Spencer in Los Angeles. Spencer was the last surviving member out of the 3 people that made it. Resident Evil 0 mentioned the other scientists. There was William, obviously from Resident Evil 2.
William and Wesker. Yeah.
There was Spencer was the other guy, and then there was Ashford actually.
Edward
That's
Ashford.
Where I thought Veronica. Ashford, his grandfather, was part of the group.
Yeah, I know, that helped founded the Umbrella Corporation. Yeah, I know, it would have been really badass. You know what would have been really badass? If there was like a...
supposed to be the end of Resident Evil. Which would have made sense, because you know, I don't know how
really, where do you take the franchise from RE5?
I mean, you get rid of Wesker, who's like the main villain of it. He was always in the background, he was really fun.
Yeah, but you know what I really want to see? I really want to see RE7. I want to see if RE7 does RE6 any justice. I want to see if, like, for instance, if they connect the stories. What if there's a piece of the puzzle we're missing because we haven't played those games?
I just hope that... I just wish that Resident Evil 5 was a single-player game like they originally did. In the beta, Resident Evil 5 was going to be a single-player of Chris. And Jill was supposed to be a side character. It would have been nice to imagine that. But they messed up, okay. 6 would have been great with Jake, Leon, Claire, Jill, Chris. Those scenarios. And then have Ada and on the, what do they call it? Magic, secret episode or whatever they said.
Extra episode.
Yeah. Wesker, I mean not Wesker, Hunk and Ada, like, counteracting with each other.
Interacting.
You know, like,
yeah, because they're like, they're not exactly connected, but they're not exactly like disconnected.
They're not exactly good or bad, they're just kind of like, we do things out of convenience for ourselves.
Yeah.
They're both technically mercenaries. Like, Ada is technically a mercenary. Technically.
Yeah.
Like, she does good things and she helps Leon when she can. It's like, I don't know, I think Leon, Claire reacting to
they should have had a Leon and, I would have liked to see, like, Leon fall for Claire and to see how, like, Ada would react to that.
Circle.
You know? Huh?
Circle.
Circle.
Oh, you didn't click it fast enough. She would have said thank you.
Oh.
Come on.
She's still pretty. I can't. That little voice.
No, no. Get off me!
Circle. Oh, thank you. Remember? Hey, friend.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok
Instagram.
or Instagram.
Yeah. She's a pretty cute
I never
girl.
heard your voice. Do you speak?
Every day I get messages like, I never heard your voice. Do you speak? The fuck kinda. Oh shit, Dom. Fucking done.
Awesome.
Thanks for the save.
Oh, I'm gonna give you hand grenades. Can you help out with this part? Oh, watch out.
Oh dude, I got lucky.
I think we should get out of here, bro. Oh, she said it again. Oh. Holy shit, bro.
I can't see a shit.
Oh my god, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out. Just keep running.
I'll break free, I always do.
Good thing I kept shooting, huh? Circle.
Come on.
Oh, I bet she said thanks. Because I shot. I have another ace for this. You're doing really good, actually.
Yeah. Like I said, I think Rebecca's one of the best characters in this mode because she starts
pretty good too. I like his magnum and his kind of has a long range of weapons.
Yeah, no, he's meant for more long range, but he does good DPS. The
Like they're
Magnum is.
opposites.
Yeah.
If you have Barry with somebody like Rebecca, like two opposite kind of characters, then he's good. If you have
Yeah.
two Barrys, then it's not really good.
Well, yeah, because you don't have a support
somebody-
character. See, you have someone like me for combos because. Also, I'm a healer because think about it, I have 2 first aid sprays. I'm like the only character in the game with 2 first aid sprays.
Oh shit. I guess we could fight him, dude.
Exactly, let's go. Let's get it, Dom.
Let's see if we can get to 100,000.
I can hear gunfire. I'm almost there.
How much are we at right now?
87.
We're not gonna make it.
But something I got something closer.
Oh! We might have a fighting chance. Hey Dom.
I can hear gunfire. I'm almost there.
Time for these combos, Dom. Oh.
Oh, I didn't
Alright.
do that.
I can hear gunfire. I'm almost there.
Oh, they actually didn't make it over 1,000. Get off her.
Here we go. We did it, 120,000. Let's go, Dominic. We done did it.
S rank.
Yo, we got an S rank. Let's go. Let's get it. Alright, guys.
They got that timer for us.
Yeah, thanks, Dom. Shit, we pulled it off, bro. Fuck. We did it. We did it, Dom. It's done. S rank. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
They're probably like, this guy can't stop repeating himself about Resident Evil. Yeah, because I'm love it.
Before we go, actually, Dom, I want to have this private conversation with you about Resident Evil 4 Remake. I don't want to talk about it on stream. It's way too controversial.